What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out the demo for Exogate Initiative. This is currently available for free on itch.io, and this is a sci-fi base building game that sort of harkens back to the days of Dungeon Keeper, things of that nature. If you've ever played those kinds of games before, those old Bullfrog games, that's exactly what this is going for. This is a game where you're going to be setting up a base and building portals in unknown space so that you can send out research teams and Marines and stuff like that to make contact with alien races and develop diplomacy or have it all fall apart. At least that's what the synopsis would have us believe. So we're going to dive on in today, take a look at it for about 25-30 minutes, see if it's something you want to keep an eye on. I'll also put the Steam page down below if I remember to do so anyways, so that you can check that out and wishlist it for the actual release. But this demo right here is available on itch.io. Let's go ahead and start the demo off. If after watching this you wanted to hang out with me a little bit more, I've got a Discord and a Twitch stream, both of which you are very welcome at. But let's go. Alright, so today is your first day at Exogate Initiative as our executive officer. My name is Rudy Cobb, and I am the founder of this program. A few years ago, I dedicated my fortune to research and develop a brand new type of technology, one that's able to send us beyond the limits of our own little world. Our mission is to explore with intelligence and pragmatism and with respect. I know you've got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to leave you to it. You know, the last time that I broke the boundaries of human limits, I blew up half the moon and inadvertently exterminated the human race on my way to Proxima Centauri. And so, I don't think that this is a good decision for you to give me this level of responsibility, but I'm going to roll with the punches, and I'm going to hope that it turns out okay. As you are now in charge of the initiative, you will have to prove to us that it was right in investing in you. The committee was appointed to monitor your progress and unlock new funds when you reach objectives. The first one will be to determine if life exists somewhere in the universe. Okay, so it looks like we do have push pause. I appreciate that. It looks like we started off with some basic corridors that we can play around with right now. Okay, and so that's going to be the elevator/escalator that brings us on into our territory. Looks like we've got varying types of stone. I'm guessing that some of them are going to be easier to crack than others. And there's our Exogate, all ready to rock. So let's take a look at our to-do list. We get $100,000 if we hire a scientist and build a laboratory that takes up 16 blocks. So that's going to be a 4x4. All right, I think that's doable. So infrastructure over here. We've got barracks, we've got mess halls, we've got a laboratory. That's what it wants me to build, so that's what I'm gonna build. Oh, we've got to clear out the space first. Okay, fair enough. It needs to be 16 in size. So there's our 4x4 right there. I'm going to give it an extra little bit just to make it symmetrical so that the door is in the center of the wall. That's one of those little things that I can't help but do. I like it when my rooms are symmetrical. When they're, in fact, let's make it a 5x5. That way it'll be symmetrical on this side too. Oh, look, we've got a little Joni the Droney down here. He's got a death ray. He's a little Roomba with a death ray, dude. I like Roombas with death rays. If I ever invented a Roomba, I'd like to think that mine would have a death ray on it as well. Just for the shiggles. Let's go ahead and we'll knock that out right there. And once that is done, we will put in our lab. There you go, little buddies. Get that on out of the way. Everything feels pretty smooth so far. I haven't noticed any frame hitches or anything. Demo feels pretty solid, actually. Good sound effects. Good soundtrack. I actually really liked the music from the menu screen. All right, so let's convert this into a lab. That's going to cost us $50,000. Okay, what's our finances look like right now? We have $500K. Okay, let's do it. We'll get the lab up and running, and we'll see how this whole thing rocks. There we go. The laboratory's ready to go. It's even got RGB lighting, dude, for extra thematic effect. The only thing we have to worry about now is keeping our stupid sister Dee Dee out of here so that she doesn't cause any problems. It looks like we've got doors. I do think a door is probably a good idea. I don't know exactly what we're going to be hatching up in this lab, but I would like it to be airlocked off. It looks like we do have Gator recruitment over here. We can do a new recruitment drive. I would suggest recruiting a scientist. It looks like recruiting a scientist is going to cost us a little bit of Skrilla. So our candidate's max monthly wage is going to be $4,000 a month. Campaign duration 5 days. Campaign budget $1,500. We can bump that up to 2K. Go ahead and start the campaign and let me know when we've got a scientist ready to go. Other stuff that we need to do is it looks like we need to build a biosample containment. Okay. I think I can do that. Let's go ahead and break this bad boy open, and we'll just do another 5x5 over here. So the room is done, and now we're just waiting on our scientific recruitment, which looks like it's got about 20 hours left until we get our first guy with a lab coat ready to go. I don't see the biosample containment. I thought we got to click on the room. Okay. So we've got a research table over here. I would recommend grabbing that. We've got 83 power left to go. Let's get the research table up. We've got a biocontainment right here. Let's go ahead and drop in a biocontainment over there. And then it looks like we also have a biosample study desk, which I think we're probably going to need. A patent console where our scientists can write new patents. Okay, we don't want other companies stealing our research. I don't like that our desk is like in the walkway right there. It kind of messes up the feng shui and the flow of the room, man. A lot of people don't know that, but like for scientific exploration in the deep depths of space, it is incredibly important that you maintain the chi flow of your science lab. Like it's one of those little esoteric facts that a lot of people overlook when they set up a research lab. And so like I don't want to make any mistakes here. We have a scientist available for hire. It is Lin Zhao. Lin Zhao is apparently good at logic and is good at knowledge. Not so perceptive, not so good at social stuff. Not mentally strong and not physically strong either. But, you know, an objective's an objective. So let's pinch out a win real fast by getting that done. It does look like the assembly of our office is going pretty well. And so as soon as this little science lab area is done, there's a menu right here. We can send people through the Exogate to check things out. It looks like there's no threats over here, and it looks like there's no threats over here, and both of them are tagged as explorable. So, like, I very much want to get that done. Okay, so our objectives are popping. Things are looking good. We got our biological samples ready to rock, so now we got to send Lynn out, and let's see, not enough power to lock on this destination. I can fix that. I can fix that. There we go. We'll turn this into like a power grid room. There we go. This will be like our little power station over here, just to keep us nice and like equipped. Apparently this character needs like some kind of restful area too. I did see a barrack, so maybe I should get the barrack done too. Let's go ahead and take the barrack, and we'll have the barrack be a little bit longer. We'll have it be like a 5x7. Oh, that's going to clip through the wall right there. Don't like that. Nope, can't do that. Can't have it. Don't want it. Don't need it. There we go. That's a little bit better. I do think that the isometry of the camera is actually, like, kind of tasteful. I sort of like it. It feels good. Like, you've got, like, a panned-out, like, overview right here where you can look straight down on everything, which I will use extensively. I very much like this camera angle for playing games. I know some people don't. But then on top of that, you can also get, like, a little bit more intimate views of, like, the characters and whatnot. Yeah, our new doctor appears to have complaints. I think we've got to get, like, the bare basics all nice and set up so that the doctor will be happy. I got to get power rocking, though, before we can really do much else. Let me get a barrack over here. There we go. Once the barrack is good to go, they're done with the power station as well. It's going to be $3,000 for a power generator. Okay. I don't think we'll need much more than 2 of them, so I'll throw in 2 for right now. I do like the floor lighting and also like the wall neon and whatnot that's going on inside of here. Very much helps cultivate sort of a sci-fi feel to everything. Oh, I like the Art Deco carpets too. They've got kind of like a 1960s, 70s vibe to them. I almost expected like a conversation nook to be in here. I saw one of those the other day. That's the only reason I know what that is. In the 70s, apparently it was really popular for like the hip, trendy people. There would be like a conversation pit in the room. So it would have like carpet and there'd be like an upper layer and there'd be like 7 stairs that go down into like a circular couch lounge basically with like a fire or like a TV in the middle. And it was called like a conversation pit or something like that. One of those weird little fads that kind of like grew and died out. All right, so we've got lockers, we've got beds. Let's go ahead and we'll put a bed right there, bed right there, bed right there, and a bed right there. And then on the other side, how big are these lockers? reasonably large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another bed right here, I should think. There we go. So we've got room for 5 employees now. Are the power generators built? Okay, the robots are scrambling to get the power generators built so that we can go on and embark upon the great quest to conquer the galaxy, meet new aliens, fight them, and destroy them. I don't know what that tag means. Oh, I assign people to it. Okay, Lynn. Well, you get the place of honor. You're the only person that's not sitting nuts to butts like everybody else. You get to be over in the corner all by your lonesome. A little bit of private space. You get the for being the first person to sign up with Exogate, you get the privacy nook. Okay, so we have power now. We can do exploration. So there are multiple planets we can send people to. Let's go ahead, difficulty medium, difficulty high, difficulty none. Let's go with the difficulty none first, just to make sure. Oh, there's like little badges right here. Okay. Let's give them the Delta badge. And then they can be the blue team. We will just say blue team. It's just easier to do it that way. Oh, it looks like you can. Oh, you can actually scroll too. There's more of them over here. Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's go with the Delta symbol since that's normally, like, it implies change and logic and reason. So we'll do that. And we'll just call them Delta and we'll put them on the blue color. All right. There's a mission planned for Delta. How do I assign people? Do I have to assign them to specific teams in order to make this happen? Ah, there we go. So Lynn is now on Delta team. Very nice. We also need a place with a refrigerator and a cook so that we can feed our scientists. Humans like food. That's a normal thing that humans like, correct? Let's go ahead and just mine out that entire area, and we'll have like 2 doors like so. So it's got 2 access points so that people can get into the cafeteria and get themselves all filled up on like sloppy joes, sloppy joes. I don't know, dude. My favorite day of the week is Fajita Tuesday, but some people like Sloppy Joe Friday. To each their own. That's what I say. It's not worth going to war over. Dude, look at this gamer desk over here. That's what's up, dude. I need a Twitch stream setup that looks like that. That would be so raw. It's like a capsule, dude. It's like the nose of a spaceship that I would be broadcasting out of. It doesn't even matter because I've got Comcast internet, so I would buy this big, stupid, expensive thing, and I'd be like, look how impressive it is. And then the first time I try to stream from it, Comcast would be like, wah, wah, no internet, ha, ha, ha. We could replace the infrastructure, but we're not gonna because we're playing a game of chicken with AT&T, ha, ha. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and put this in over here. And apparently I have lost money during this section. I think that's only natural considering you dropped me into a situation for which we have no facilities. And so having to build like $1 billion worth of like scientific facilities and whatnot, it seems like that would preclude a month that was spent in the red. You know what I mean? Let's see how big some of the little doodads are that we put inside the kitchen. All right, so we've got like an automated food dispenser right there, and then we've got like a little spot where they can eat. Okay. I'm gonna over prep rather than under prep because I don't know how many people we're actually gonna need inside of here. It's sold out. Yeah, we should definitely order some food. We've got a couple people that are complaining about the need to get taken care of, and then I'll assign that to Lin Zhao, I guess. There we go. Lin Zhao is all ready to rock. So that's sold out. We'll order the refill. Perfect. $100 worth of snacky bars. Oh, look, dude, he's got like a little forklift attached to him. Look at you, buddy. And she heard about it. She was like, hey, I heard you got some of those Reese's Fast Breaks. Let me get one. I'm a sloppy sucker for Reese's Fast Breaks, dude. They're probably my favorite candy bar. Sometimes I buy like a case of them, and I just keep them in the fridge. And I eat like, 1 or 2 a week, just like when I need that quick burst of energy, like prior to, like streaming or whatever else. I don't know what those meters are. Apparently she's depressed. Maybe I should hire more scientists. I don't know. I mean, she could go get some rest. Like, I feel like it's within the confines of her parameters that, like, didn't she just eat food? Why is her food meter empty? I am vexed. Shouldn't she go, like, eat at the foods? Oh, well. Let's send her on a mission. Nothing bad ever happens when you send depressed people. This team needs at least 3 gators. Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, I guess I will hire more people then. It says we need more gators, so, like, we might as well. New recruitment campaign. Let's get a soldier. I feel like a soldier is a really good idea. We'll get, like, a soldier real quick. And we'll, like, fire that off, and then we'll also get another scientist. I want them to feel safe. Oh, I gotta dump, like, mad money. Okay, so is it, like, a function of how long you let it search? Ah, it is. Okay. So let's have that run for 5 days, then. We'll bump up the budget a little bit. I do like that it implies what you put in versus what you get out, though. Like, that's really, really nice. Like, I like the fact that as you move the little slider, nothing is left open to kind of interpretation. It's like, if you do this, you will get 1 applicant. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's just like when you're firing shots at the dark. That's when it starts to annoy me. Well, unfortunately, Lin Zhao had to go. Lin Zhao went crazy and developed psychoses while waiting for more team members to arrive. So, obviously, developing psychoses and generally acting wild and crazy is probably not good for first contact with alien races. I decided to give Lin Zhao the day off permanently. That's what I decided to do. We've got another team member coming on in very, very shortly, and so we should be able to kind of, like, put this all together. It looks like they start out with sort of, like, bottomed-out meters, which may be the problem here. She also had no social contact, though, so I'm guessing that they try to fulfill their needs in a certain order, and that's potentially what went wrong. We have enough food, we have beds, we have all the basic stuff set up, so we should be all right. I've got a second scientist coming right now so that we can get our three-man Delta team out and into space to see if we can meet new alien life, which I think is a really good idea. Apparently, they're having social interaction right now. They are making friends. Good. I like it when my people are friends. We have scientists available for hire. We have Matthew Garcia, and we have Lucy Wilson. Both of them have the exact same stats, so I don't think it matters who we take. We'll just hire someone. I just need to get this team together. All right, so Delta's mission is ready to go. That means I need to go into here, and we need to set up this team to go out and get this thing done. All of you have been assigned to Delta, so you should be ready to rock. Let's go ahead and start Delta's mission. Ooh, they're all going to the slip gate. Does it actually have to look like that right there? Like, is that black ice, or is that just there for thematic effect? Is that cinematic right there, like all that smoke in the lower portion of, like, the Stargate? You guys don't have any protective gear on or anything. I would get protective gear before I go inside of there. Oh, God! How do we know that we're not deleting ourselves and creating a copy on the other side? Did our team just commit suicide and then we just replicated them on the other side of the gate perfectly? That's always my problem with teleportation and warp technology. I don't like it. There's nothing you could do to convince me that I'm not killing myself and it's just making a copy on the other side. That's why I would never step into the teleporter. That's for suckers. You send somebody else on the away team mission. It won't be Splatty. Oh, something happened. Team leader, do you copy? We hear you, Earth. This is Delta transmitting from DD-711. How are things on your end? Loud and clear. Surroundings? It's barren. Rocky surface similar to the moon. Craters, thin atmosphere. Gravity is close to Earth. My whole team and I are moved to tears. Are you lying to me right now? I clearly see trees in the background. Like, you said it looked like the moon. There are trees and, like, a forest and, like, a rock behind you. And your makeup looks fantastic. Well done. Have you decided on our first words? We're going to be broadcasting all over the planets. Billions are going to hear this. What should we say as the initiative executive officer? You got to make decisions. Be yourself. Yeah. Myself? I know it worked for Armstrong, but I guess I'll find something. We're ready for the broadcast. All right, stand by. The team and I feel that the broadcast is more stressful than us crossing the gate. Weird, right? It's going to be bigger than the moon landing. We're on the other side of the universe. All right, broadcasting in 5, 4, 3. Hello, Earth. We are sending you this message from across the universe, and, well, we went through a gate, and we came out on the other side. What a trip. We're currently on DD 711, millions of light years away from Earth. Thank you for following our journey with the Exogate Initiative. And cut. Oh, it's done. We're going to do another quick trip around the gate and come back home. Copy. It seems we found everything of interest about this world. What do you want us to do next? Head on home, Delta. Head on home. Oh, cool. So there's like little RPG aspects, too. They get like better at their jobs as they go in and out. Sweet. All right. You guys go get some foodles. Take care of business. Oh, it fills up. It doesn't. Okay. So like it's counterintuitive. What I mean by that is if you look at their meters, their hunger builds up and their sleep builds up, and then they have to empty out the bar, whereas in my head, I saw it as they need to fill up the bar. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So with the mission, did anything good happen? Like, did we get anything out of it? What was did we bring anything back with us, or was that just like that was like a practice run? I think I forgot to assign somebody's bed, too. Let's give that to Garcia. And that one right there can also go to Garcia so that he can rest. There we go. I can't have anybody else going crazy on my watch. Lin Zhao was a sobering wake-up call. She was here for all of 9 days and lost her damn mind. Once our meters are all looking good, I'm going to send them out on another one. We got to find alien life. That's the ultimate goal. So we've got IC-279, and we've got MJ-284. Let's send Delta to, yeah, MJ-284 sounds good. Initiate the mission. Send them on out. We got to play like the heroic music with like a trumpet. Dum-dum. Dum-dum. Like, you know, like every space movie about exploration kind of has like, you got like that lone trumpet, and then you got the bum bum like behind it. It's like every single film soundtrack that takes place in space has that. Bum bum. Oh, we got a message. Team leader here. The view out here is stunning, Exo. Simply stunning. What do you see? Giant blue sun is setting right behind a white marble mountain, thin atmosphere blowing a colorful dust over the horizon. Looks like it was drawn by a 5-year-old kid, but one with talent. I love it. Anything around you? No, rocks as far as the eye can see. Everything's white and blinding. We're going to start exploring. Okay, the initial readings were promising, so there should be something out there. We can't wait. My team and I are excited. And by the way, as Exo, we may need some help. Is it okay if we ask right now? Sure, what's going on? From where we are, there's 2 ways down. West side is steeper, but the view's more open. East side is through a canyon, so it'll be easier. Okay. Let's go ahead and take the safe side for right now. Let's not be too crazy. Good thinking. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, there's literally no one that can come and help you if this goes wrong. So, you know, let's always take the safe option. Bringing people home is more important than the mission. Like, I know everybody's here ready to sacrifice, but, like, let's get home safe, yeah? Like, I'm always going to look after my guys before I look after anything else. Team leader, glad to report that we've reached the bottom of the hill. The east path through the canyon was very, very easy. The exciting part, we can clearly see a structure in the distance. It might be a tree. Science officer? Actually, Jones is the one that pointed out it didn't look like a rock formation. Okay, go ahead and investigate. I'm going to go ahead and build a training room while we wait. I don't know what benefit the training room will give. Maybe it'll allow them to level up their body stat, possibly. But I feel like it's a good idea, since from that last prompt, what we've derived is that there are going to be like stat-based challenges where it's going to be looking at the total stats of your team and deciding whether or not they succeed or fail. Team leader here, a couple clicks away from contact. Describe it. It seems dead. The bark is entirely white. That's why we thought it was rock. From our human point of view, it looks to be a tree, but we need to get closer. Trunk, deep roots, branches, at least a form of ramification seen in most of the flora we have on Earth. It's dead, though. We would need to get closer to be sure. Standard procedure is we observe from a safe distance or we get close to the contact. In either case, we might miss valuable information. It's up to you to consider the parameters and make the decision. Science officer, what do you suggest? We hear the risks, but we feel this tree should be investigated from up close. Orders? Okay. If your hearts are in it, get as close as you need to. Make the mission happen. Copy that. All right, another call. We're at the tree. According to estimations, it's been here for 2,000 to 6,000 years. Dead. In geological terms, we missed his leaves by a second or so. Yeah, 2,000 to 6,000 years is really less than a blink of an eye in terms of, like, galactic time. All right, well, there'll be more opportunities in the future. You're right. From where we are, it looks like the tree's dead and it's not a threat. We could do two things. We could study a little bit more, develop research, too. We could get a sample and bring it back. Both will take time, but we're pretty much done here, so studying with the tools we have on us is more or less useless. Want us to take a sample? Do it. Give me a second. Jones, get the sample. Actually, he wanted to do it. Reminds him of when he was gardening with his grandfather in Australia. Oh, nice. They actually reference their backgrounds and whatnot, too. That's a nice little detail that'll help bring some personality to the characters. Josh Jones is actually from Australia, so I like that they made a little reference like that. It's done. We've got a sample of our first bit of life. It's fossilized, but still, like, life. Good job. Come back home safe, team. Life. We have encountered life, or something that was alive in the past. I can't even imagine what that means for us and for our planet and for this project. Extend my congratulations personally to the entire team. Your work is invaluable. All right, so everybody came back with no injuries, and one guy came back with the sample. So I think we're in good shape. Let's get this training room set up. So it looks like we've got a weight bench and we've got a shooting range. Okay. Yeah, give me a shooting range. Give me a shooting range. And give me a shooting range. And then over here, we will use this as a space to train up body a little bit. Acceptable. Robots, get to it. I know I'm spending a lot of money right now. We're going to let them kind of like take care of themselves and get all their needs met. And then we are going to have to... there's our specimen containment right there. Very nice. I'm assuming someone will just jump in and start researching this thing, but I don't honestly know. I would like an option on the vending machines to auto-order more food whenever it runs out. The manual refill in progress is a little fiddly-diddly, especially once I think we're going to get up to like a big population of people living here, like constantly having to come back to check if there's food. I would like the option to reorder. There he is. Studying the bio sample. All right, so what do we got, dude? Some kind of sweet tree gun? Some kind of awesome leaf bomb? Like, what are we going to invent with this information? Like, we got to turn it into a weapon, because you know we're going to run into, like, some Klingon aliens that are going to have, like, a problem with us, and they're going to be like, Ewok Tupac, and, like, they're going to say something foul, and we're going to have to be like, this means war! And we're going to have to purge the Xenos. Excellent. The study of this sample pointed to a bright future for the initiative. Here is your additional funding to keep that momentum. All right, well, that's the end of the preview. Dude, well, I really, really liked it. I wanted to do more. Like, this is a really solid tech demo. It's good. I've had no bugs. I've had no issues. I've had zero problems. It runs smoothly. All the buildings deployed. Most importantly, there have been no pathing issues. Not a single pathing issue, which is normally the hill that these games go to die on. And so anyways, I really, really liked it. Well done, developers. I'm looking forward to this one right here. It's a game, I don't know how peaceful it's going to be, but they say that it's referenced to Dungeon Keeper and also to Evil Genius, so I'm guessing at some point there's going to be people trying to infiltrate our base, along with, like, the patents that we're getting over here to try to steal or, like, fight with us, maybe coming through the gate. And so I don't know if combat's going to be involved, but on a lot of the press materials, the soldiers are carrying, like, railguns or, like, some kind of energy weapon. So I'm guessing that there's going to be some kind of outside threat, but until we get to see what that is, I think this was a nice little taster. It was 30 minutes that definitely gives you the idea that this is like Evil Genius or Dungeon Keeper, but with the idea of scientific exploration, a la something like Surviving Mars. I think that it's really cool how the characters reference each other's backgrounds when they radio in and whatnot. Definitely more of that in the game. like developing personalities and kind of relationships between characters and whatnot, RimWorld style, where over the course of a playthrough, you know, they get to know each other, they become friends, like they reference each other's backgrounds. Like I love that little snippet where Jones had talked to Lee about how he used to garden with his grandpa in Australia, and they just briefly referenced it real fast. Not so much that it was kind of like eye rolling, like, oh, they're trying to like build relationships between the characters, just enough to where you know that the character background matters. That's a nice little detail. That's good. But anyways, so far, the demo's a little bit short. I wish we could have gone a little bit further, but for a first little pitch for a game that's looking to kind of get its development going and get a little bit of awareness, I feel like it was just the perfect amuse-bouche, you know what I mean? I'll see y'all later. Thank you for stopping on in. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had Exogate Initiative. Tomorrow we will have something else. Take care, everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. Bye.